guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Rachel. That's Kelsey. We just watched Oleksandr Usyk against Derek Chisora, and it was a great fight.
Yeah, it was a lot. I think it was an excellent fight. I made a joke during it to Rachel that it was like a crappy version of Ali Frazier 3. Well, you had Chisora coming forward like Joe Frazier. You had Oleksandr Usyk boxing like Muhammad Ali. And like Muhammad Ali in that third fight, he got hit a lot by Joe Frazier. And he did early, especially early in the fight. Now, as the fight wore on, especially after about half the fight was over, that's when Oleksandr Usyk's better boxing and cleaner punches really took over the fight. Judges awarded the fight to Usyk, I think rightfully. I think they had it right. And now we wait and see who he fights next at heavyweight. Rachel, who's it going to be?
And specifically, when Chisora slowed down, that opened up a lot of opportunities for Usyk's skill to take over the fight. And the fight could have been stopped. I think it was the 7th or 8th. The round ended, but he hit Chisora with a shot that would he been able to continue, he could have got a stoppage. So very interesting.
He was lucky that it was the end of the round.
Here's what I want to talk about. I Googled the other top heavyweights. I'll put it up on the screen. Let's look at the sizes of these guys, right? So we have Usyk, who Google says he's 6'3" and weighs 216 pounds.
Yeah.
So if we move over to Joshua, 6'6", 237. Wilder, 6'7", 213. And then Tyson Fury, 6'9", 254.
And in his last fight, he was 6'9", I think 270, I think, right? He came
I didn't pull up the last fight, so this was just a quick Google search. But I think that it's very interesting. Like, how do I see Usyk faring against these guys? And I think it's tough. It's not like Usyk. Like, I don't know that I can say, oh, Usyk's going to come in and just clean out the heavyweight division.
Oh, it's definitely you can't say that, or you shouldn't, because it's not easy. How many cruiserweights have gone on to win the heavyweight championship, Rachel? I think one, right? It was Evander Holyfield who became undisputed heavyweight champion. He's at least the only one that ever became undisputed heavyweight champion and one of the greatest heavyweights ever.
Now,
so Oleksandr Usyk has his work cut out for him. It's not going to be easy.
Usyk growing into a heavyweight more so.
I think, like Evander Holyfield, Usyk has some of the qualities. He's a really great boxer. Both of the guys obviously were undisputed cruiserweight champion. They're both 6'3". That's a big thing. They're tall. They're big. Some cruiserweights are like 6 foot or even below 6 foot.
Right.
That doesn't help you. Now, like Evander, it's going to be hard for Usyk when he runs up against somebody like Tyson Fury. Evander Holyfield ran up against Riddick Bowe and against Lennox Lewis. Yeah. Those guys are just so much bigger that it was definitely challenging for Evander to win those fights. When you meet a guy who's not only almost as good or as good as you as a boxer, if they outweigh you by 20, 30 pounds and are 2 or 3, 4 inches taller than you, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, and what I said to you earlier is like, okay, I could see Usyk, as things stand right now, taking on a Joshua, because sometimes I see Joshua...
He's a little mechanical sometimes.
That, and like a little slow sometimes too, and I can see Usyk using his skill to like get in, his footwork, right? And be the more skillful boxer in the ring. It is hard for me to see a Usyk against Tyson Fury and winning.
I don't see anybody but Anthony Joshua potentially in the future giving Tyson Fury any problems at heavyweight. But that's the thing. They're all grown. The thing is like, for all we know, Joshua's gotten a lot better, right?
Well, so the Joshua I saw against Andy Ruiz the first time, and in fights previous, different than the one I saw in the rematch there, and totally changed. So yeah, it totally could be different. I'm excited. I like the depth of the heavyweight division right now, because this was a fun fight to watch.
Loved it.
No titles on the line,
Intercontinental title.
And it was fun. Also, can we just talk about one more thing? The absolute ocean of Usyk GIFs out there. I mean, Twitter, Instagram, it's just full of them, and they are all amazing.
He's amazing.
It's as if not only was Usyk created to be a boxer on this earth, but to be a, GIF machine.
Yeah. Remember how big he was, though, when we met him in New York?
Well, that's what you said. I mean... I don't know. Maybe lots of people are big to me. Well, because
in my head, he's a cruiserweight. And I was like, this ain't no cruiserweight.
Most men are taller than me, so it seemed like, But you're probably so when somebody's taller than you, it's a thing.
Yeah, because I'm like 6'8".
We don't know if you guys are taller than us or not.
You'll never know.
I'm only 6'5".
Can't Google my height, haters.
So, what if we can?
I'm 7'2".
You'll never know, because we always sit on this show. Actually, we've talked about how it maybe seems I'm taller than I am.
We're not sitting. We're standing.
Because...
How do you know what we're doing?
Because we sit next to each other. Yeah. So it kind of looks like...
Rachel's about...
We're the same
Rachel's
height.
tall
but
for
I'm actually
a woman. She's 5'11" and a half. And I'm actually 5'10". See? Because
these were all fake numbers, but we're not a fake show.
And we're not
Make
fake
sure
people.
you like, comment, and subscribe, and we appreciate it, guys.